Cacti are among the most resilient plants on Earth, perfectly adapted to thrive in some of the harshest environments, especially deserts. They've developed remarkable features that help them survive extreme conditions where most other plants would perish. Here are some intriguing facts about these fascinating plants. 1. Origin and evolution. Cacti belong to the Cactaceae family, which includes over 1,700 species. They originated in the Americas, primarily North and South America, but have since spread to various parts of the world. Cacti evolved millions of years ago from leafy plants, developing unique adaptations like thick stems and spines to conserve water and protect themselves in desert climates. 2. Adapting to the desert. Cacti are incredibly skilled at surviving in dry, arid environments. Their thick, fleshy stems serve as water reservoirs, allowing them to store large amounts of moisture. They also have small pores, or stomata, that remain closed during the day to minimize water loss through evaporation and only open at night to absorb carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. 3. Why do cacti have spines? The spines of a cactus are actually modified leaves that have evolved over time to help the plant conserve water and protect itself from herbivores. In addition to deterring animals, the spines also collect tiny moisture droplets from the air which the cactus can absorb, providing it with additional water in the desert. 4. Slow growth, long life. Cacti are famously slow growers. Some species grow only a few millimeters each year, but in exchange for this slow pace, they can live for an incredibly long time, sometimes well over 200 years. This makes them some of the longest living plants in the world, capable of enduring harsh desert conditions for centuries. 5. Beautiful but short-lived flowers. Despite their spiky, tough exterior, many cacti produce some of the most stunning flowers. However, their blooms are often short-lived, with many lasting only a few days. Some species, like the queen of the night, bloom exclusively at night to attract nocturnal pollinators such as bats and moths. 6. Giant cacti exist. The saguaro cactus is the largest cactus species and can grow up to 15 meters, 50 feet tall. These towering giants are found in the Sonoran Desert, spanning parts of the United States and Mexico. They are iconic symbols of the desert and play crucial roles in local ecosystems. 7. Producing oxygen at night. Unlike most plants, which release oxygen during the day, cacti release oxygen at night. This is due to a special photosynthesis process called crassylation acid metabolism (CAM). By performing photosynthesis at night when temperatures are cooler, cacti reduce water loss and conserve their precious moisture. 8. Edible and medicinal uses. Some cacti are edible and have been used for centuries in various cultures. For example, the Naples cactus with its flat pads is a popular ingredient in Mexican cuisine. Cacti also provide fruits like the prickly pear and dragon fruit, both of which are nutritious. Beyond food, cacti have medicinal uses too, such as treating burns, lowering blood sugar levels, and boosting the immune system. 9. Rare and expensive varieties. Certain cactus species are highly sought after by collectors due to their rare and unique appearances. For example, Ariocarpus and Astrophytum cacti are prized for their unusual shapes, patterns, and slow growth, which can make them quite expensive on the market. 10. Cacti can purify the air. Some studies suggest that cacti are effective at purifying the air. They help remove toxins from indoor environments, improving air quality. Additionally, some people believe cacti absorb negative energy, which may explain why they're often found in homes and offices as natural air purifiers and mood boosters. 11. Cacti can absorb sound. Due to their dense, fleshy structure, cacti can absorb sound waves and reduce echoes. This makes them ideal for minimizing noise in indoor environments. In fact, some people use cacti to create quieter spaces in homes, offices, or other indoor settings. 12. Some cacti can store thousands of liters of water. Larger cacti like the saguaro are capable of storing massive amounts of water up to 2,000 liters in some cases. This allows them to survive extended periods of drought, making them perfectly adapted to the harsh desert environment. 13. Not all cactus water is safe to drink. While many survival guides suggest drinking cactus water, it's not always safe. Many cacti contain toxic substances that can cause nausea, vomiting, or stomach issues if consumed. Only a few species, such as the prickly pear, have water that's safe to drink. 14. Cacti help make natural dye. The bright red dye known as carmine is derived from the cochineal insect, which lives on certain cacti, particularly the prickly pear. This dye has been used for centuries in food, cosmetics, and textiles, making it one of the oldest natural dyes still in use today. 15. Some cacti walk over time. A fascinating cactus species called the Galapagos opuntia can actually appear to walk. This happens because the cactus grows more vigorously in one direction while older parts of the plant die off. This slow growth pattern gives the illusion that the cactus is moving over time, hence the term walking cactus. 16. Cacti can clone themselves. Many cacti can reproduce through cloning, meaning a broken off piece or side shoot called a pup can grow into a fully formed new plant. This asexual reproduction method allows cacti to spread and survive in harsh environments, ensuring that even in challenging conditions, they can propagate. 17. Cacti can be used to tell time. Cacti have long been used by Native American tribes to predict seasonal changes and weather shifts. Certain cactus species bloom at specific times of the year, acting as natural timekeepers and helping indigenous peoples keep track of the seasons without the use of modern calendars. 18. The largest cactus flower blooms only at night. The queen of the night cactus produces enormous white flowers that bloom for just one night a year. These rare flowers are highly fragrant, attracting pollinators like moths. The spectacle of a cactus flowering at night is a rare and beautiful event. 19. Cacti have a natural cooling system. The ridges and grooves on a cactus's surface help channel airflow, which cools the plant and reduces the risk of overheating. This natural cooling mechanism acts like a radiator, helping cacti survive in the extreme heat of desert environments. 20. Some cacti are poisonous to animals. Certain cacti, like Peyote Lophophora williamsi, contain psychoactive and toxic compounds that can harm animals if ingested. These compounds act as a defense mechanism, deterring herbivores and helping protect the plant from being eaten. 21. Some cacti have sleep-inducing effects. Certain cacti, including peyote, contain alkaloids that have a calming or sleep-inducing effect on people. Native American tribes have used these cacti in religious rituals and ceremonies, utilizing their properties to achieve altered states of consciousness and relaxation. 22. Cacti can survive in freezing temperatures. While most cacti are known for thriving in hot deserts, some species, like Opuntia humifusa, can survive freezing temperatures. These cold-tolerant cacti grow in colder regions, such as parts of Canada, showing that cacti are adaptable beyond the desert. 23. Some cacti grow without soil. Epiphytic cacti, such as Ripsalis, are unique in that they don't require soil to grow. These cacti grow on tree branches in tropical rainforests, absorbing moisture from the air and nutrients from organic debris, a strategy that helps them survive in nutrient-poor environments. 24. Cacti can absorb UV radiation. The thick, waxy skin of cacti is rich in compounds that absorb ultraviolet UV radiation, protecting the plant from sunburn and other damage caused by the sun's harsh rays. This adaptation is particularly important for cacti that live in environments with intense sunlight, such as deserts. 25. Some cacti smell really bad. Certain cacti, like Stapelia giganta, produce flowers that emit a strong, unpleasant odor resembling rotting meat. This stinky smell attracts carrion-eating insects, such as flies, that help pollinate the flowers. 26. A cactus is a national symbol of Mexico. The saguaro cactus holds cultural significance in Mexico. It's featured in the Mexican flag, where an eagle is shown perched on a cactus, devouring a snake. This image is rooted in an Aztec legend, and it symbolizes the place where the Aztecs founded their capital city, Tenochtitlan, modern-day Mexico City, 27. Cacti have been grown in space. NASA's experiments have demonstrated that cacti can thrive in microgravity conditions, such as those found in space. This discovery could pave the way for growing cacti and other plants in space, which would be useful for long-term missions or space farming. 28. Some cacti can inflate and deflate. Certain cacti, like Ariocarpus, have the ability to shrink and expand based on water availability. When they are dehydrated, they contract, and when they receive rain, they swell up to absorb as much moisture as possible. This incredible ability helps them survive in water-scarce environments. 29. Cacti help fight desertification. In regions like China and Africa, cacti are being planted to combat desertification. Their strong, deep roots help stabilize the soil, preventing erosion and helping to restore fertility to degraded land. 30. Some cacti can generate electricity. Some types of cacti contain electrolytic fluids that can generate electricity when integrated into bioenergy systems. Researchers are exploring this fascinating potential as a renewable energy source, especially for areas in desert regions where cacti thrive.